Mercedes-Benz is a German automobile manufacturer, a multinational division of the German manufacturer Daimler AG. The brand is used for luxury automobiles, buses, coaches, and trucks. The headquarters of Mercedes-Benz is in Stuttgart, Baden-Württemberg, Germany. The name first appeared in 1926 under Daimler-Benz but traces its origins to Daimler-Motoren-Gesellschaft's 1901 Mercedes and to Karl Benz's 1886 Benz Patent Motorwagen, which is widely regarded as the first automobile. Mercedes-Benz's slogan is Das Beste oder nichts. Mercedes-Benz is part of the German Big Three luxury automakers, along with Audi and BMW, which are the best-selling luxury automakers in the world. History. Mercedes-Benz traces its origins to Karl Benz's creation of the first petrol-powered car, the Benz Patent Motorwagen, financed by Bertha Benz and patented in January 1886, and Gottlieb Daimler and engineer Wilhelm Maybach's conversion of a stagecoach by the addition of a petrol engine later that year. The Mercedes automobile was first marketed in 1901 by Daimler-Motoren-Gesellschaft. The first Mercedes-Benz brand name vehicles were produced in 1926, following the merger of Karl Benz's and Gottlieb Daimler's companies into the Daimler-Benz company. Throughout the 1930s, Mercedes-Benz produced the 770 model, a car that was popular during Germany's Nazi period. Adolf Hitler was known to have driven these cars during his time in power, with bulletproof windshields. Most of the surviving models have been sold at auctions to private buyers. One of them is currently on display at the War Museum in Ottawa, Ontario. Mercedes-Benz has introduced many technological and safety innovations that later became common in other vehicles. Mercedes-Benz is one of the best-known and established automotive brands in the world, and is also one of the world's oldest automotive brands still in existence today in 2014, having produced the first petrol-powered car. For information relating to the famous three-pointed star, see under the title Daimler-Motoren-Gesellschaft including the merger into Daimler-Benz. Subsidiaries and alliances. As part of the Daimler AG company, the Mercedes-Benz Cars division includes Mercedes-Benz and Smart Car production. Mercedes-AMG. Mercedes-AMG became a majority-owned division of Mercedes-Benz in 1999. The company was integrated into Daimler-Chrysler in 1999, and became Mercedes-Benz AMG beginning on January 1, 1999. McLaren-Mercedes. Between 2003 and 2009, Mercedes-Benz produced a limited production sports car with McLaren cars. The resulting McLaren-Mercedes SLR was an extension of the collaboration in which Mercedes engines are used by the team McLaren-Mercedes Formula One racing team, which was then part-owned by Mercedes. The partnership with McLaren ended following the decision to market McLaren road cars. Maybach. Daimler's ultra-luxury brand Maybach was under Mercedes-Benz Cars division until 2013, when the production stopped due to poor sales volumes. Production. Factories. Besides its native Germany, Mercedes-Benz vehicles are also manufactured or assembled in Argentina, manufactures buses, trucks and the Sprinter van. This is the first Mercedes-Benz factory outside of Germany. Built in 1951. Austria, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Brazil, manufactures trucks and buses. Established in 1956. The A-Class was produced from 1999 to 2005 and the C-Class was produced until 2010 as well. Canada, China, Egypt via Egyptian-German Automotive Company, Finland. New A-Series is manufactured in Zakopanki since late 2013, being the first MB passenger car ever built in that country. Hungary, India, Bangalore, India, Chennai, Trucks and Engine Manufacturing Unit, Indonesia, Iran, Malaysia, assembly of C, E and S-Class vehicles by the DRB Hicom, Mexico, manufactures other models in complete knockdown kits and manufactures a select number of models in semi-knockdown kits which use both imported components and locally sourced Mexican components. Nigeria, assembly of buses, trucks, utility motors and the Sprinter van. Philippines, Russia, joint venture Mercedes-Benz Car Trucks Vostok and Nabiasnchelny available in trucks Actros, AXA, multi-purpose auto four-wheel drive medium trucks Unimog. Spain, factory at Vitoria-Gasteiz, Mercedes-Benz Vito, Viano and V-Class have been built there. South Africa, South Korea, Mercedes-Benz Mercedes and MB100 models manufactured by Sanyong Motor Company. Thailand, assembly of C, E and S-Class vehicles by the Thonburi Group. Turkey, United Kingdom, the SLR sports car was built at the McLaren Technology Centre in Woking. Brackley, Northamptonshire, is home to the Mercedes Grand Prix factory, and Brixworth, Northamptonshire is the location of Mercedes-Benz high-performance engines. United States, the Mercedes-Benz M-Class Sport Utility, the R-Class Sport Tourer, and the full-size GL-Class luxury sport utility vehicle are all built at the Mercedes-Benz U.S. International Production Facility near Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Trucks were once assembled in Hampton, VA. Vietnam, assembly of E-Class, C-Class, S-Class, GLK-Class and Sprinter. Established in 1995. Jordana Buses Company Factory Elba House, Amman. Quality rankings. Since its inception, Mercedes-Benz had maintained a reputation for its quality and durability. Objective measures looking at passenger vehicles, such as J.D. Power surveys, demonstrated a downturn in reputation in these criteria in the late 1990s and early 2000s. By mid-2005, Mercedes temporarily returned to the industry average for initial quality, a measure of problems after the first 90 days of ownership, according to J.D. Power. In J.D. Power's initial quality study for the first quarter of 2007, Mercedes showed dramatic improvement by climbing from 25th to 5th place and earning several awards for its models. For 2008, Mercedes-Benz's initial quality rating improved by yet another mark, to 4th place. On top of this accolade, it also received the Platinum Plant Quality Award for its Mercedes Euro 1 registered trademarks in Dielfingen, Germany assembly plant. J.D. Power's 2011 U.S. initial quality and vehicle dependability studies both ranked Mercedes-Benz vehicles above average in build quality and reliability. In the 2011 UK J.D. Power survey, Mercedes cars rated above average. A 2014 iSeeCars.com study for Reuters found Mercedes to have the lowest vehicle recall rate. Models. Current model range. Mercedes-Benz carries a full range of passenger, light commercial and heavy commercial equipment. Vehicles are manufactured in multiple countries worldwide. The Smart Mark of city cars and Maybach luxury cars are also produced by Daimler AG. Models: A-Class a Euro hatchback, B-Class a Euro multi-purpose vehicle, C-Class a Euro saloon, estate and Cooper copyright, CL-Class a Euro luxury Cooper copyright, CLA Class a Euro 4-door Cooper copyright, CLS Class a Euro 4-door Cooper copyright and estate, E-Class a Euro saloon, estate, Cooper copyright and cabriolet, G-Class a Euro sports utility vehicle, GL Class a Euro sports utility vehicle, GLA Class a Euro sports utility vehicle, GLB Class a Euro sports utility vehicle, GLK Class a Euro sports utility vehicle, M Class a Euro sports utility vehicle, R Class a Euro multi-purpose vehicle, S Class a Euro luxury sedan, SL Class a Euro roadster, SLK Class a Euro roadster, SLS AMG a Euro Cooper copyright and roadster, Viano a Euro multi-purpose vehicle, Citan a Euro mini MPV, trucks. Mercedes-Benz Trucks is now part of the Daimler Trucks division, and includes companies that were part of the Daimler-Chrysler merger. Gottlieb Daimler sold the world's first truck in 1886. Buses. Mercedes-Benz produces a wide range of buses and coaches, mainly for Europe and Asia. The first model was produced by Karl Benz in 1895. Limousines. The Mercedes-Benz 600 or 600S Pullman Guard limousines offer a bullet-proof option and have been used by diplomats worldwide. Vans. Mercedes-Benz produces a range of vans including the Mercedes-Benz Vito, Mercedes-Benz Sprinter and Mercedes-Benz Vario. In 2012 it announced the Mercedes-Benz Citroën, a version of the Renault Kangoo. The first factory to be built outside Germany after WWI was in Argentina. It originally built trucks, many of which were modified independently to buses, popularly named Colectivo. Today, it builds buses, trucks and the Sprinter van. Significant models produced. Car nomenclature. Until 1994, Mercedes-Benz used an alphanumeric system for categorizing their vehicles, consisting of a number sequence approximately equal to the engine's displacement in liters multiplied by 100, followed by an arrangement of alphabetical suffixes indicating body style and engine type. C indicates a coupe or cabriolet body style. D indicates the vehicle is equipped with a diesel engine. E indicates the vehicle's engine is equipped with petrol fuel injection. In most cases, if neither E or D is present, the vehicle has a petrol engine with a carburetor. G indicates the Gila Currency-Duagon off-road vehicle. K was used in the 1930s, indicating a supercharger-equipped engine. One exception is the SSK, where K indicates Kurz. L indicates Licht for sporting models, and Lang for sedan models. R indicates Rennen, used for racing cars. S Sonderklasse special class for flagship models. T indicates touring, and an estate body style. Some models in the 1950s also had lower-case letters to indicate specific trim levels. For other models, the numeric part of the designation does not match the engine displacement. This was done to show the model's position in the model range independent of displacement or in the price matrix. For these vehicles, the actual displacement in liters is suffixed to the model designation. An exception was the 190 class with the numeric designation of 190 as to denote its entry level in the model along with the displacement label on the right side of the boot. Some older models did not have a number as part of the designation at all. For the 1994 model year, Mercedes-Benz revised the naming system. Models were divided into classes denoted by an arrangement of up to 3 letters, followed by a 3-digit number related to the engine displacement as before. Variants of the same model such as an estate version or a vehicle with a diesel engine are no longer given a separate letter. The SLR and SLS supercars do not carry a numerical designation. Today, many numerical designations no longer reflect the engine's actual displacement but more of the relative performance and marketing position. Despite its engine displacement in 2 liters, the motor in A45 AMG produces more than 375 horsepower, so the designation is higher as to indicate the higher performance. Another example is the E250 CGI having greater performance than the E200 CGI due to the different engine tuning even though both have 1.8-liter engines. From the marketing perspectives, E200 seems more upscale than E180. Recent AMG models used a 63 designation despite being equipped with either a 6.2-liter or 5.5-liter engine. Some models carry further designations indicating special features. 4MATIC indicates the vehicle is equipped with all-wheel drive. Blue TEC indicates a diesel engine with selective catalytic reduction exhaust after treatment. Blue efficiency indicates special fuel economy features. CGI indicates direct gasoline injection. CDI indicates a common rail diesel engine. Hybrid indicates a gasoline or diesel-electric hybrid. NGT indicates a natural gas-fueled engine. Compressor indicates a supercharged engine. Turbo indicates a turbocharged engine, only used on A, B, E and GLK class models. AMG line indicates the interior or engine, depending which car, has been fitted with the luxuries of their AMG sports cars. All model designation badges can be deleted upon the customer's request. Environmental record. Mercedes-Benz has developed multi-concept cars with alternative propulsion, such as hybrid electric, fully electric, and fuel cell powertrain. At the 2007 Frankfurt Motor Show, Mercedes-Benz showed 7 hybrid models, including the F700 concept car, powered by a hybrid electric drivetrain featuring the Diesel engine. In 2009, Mercedes-Benz displayed 3 Blue Zero concepts at the North American International Auto Show. Each car features a different powertrain, battery electric, fuel cell electric, and gasoline electric hybrid. In the same year, Mercedes also showed the Vision S500 PHEV concept with a 19 miles all-electric range and CO2 emissions of 74 grams per kilometer in the new European driving cycle. Since 2002, Mercedes-Benz has developed the F-Cell fuel cell vehicle. The current version, based on the B-Class, has a 250-mile range and is available for lease, with volume production scheduled to begin in 2014. Mercedes has also announced the SLS-AMG E-Cell, a fully electric version of the SLS sports car, with deliveries expected in 2013. The Mercedes-Benz S400 Blue Hybrid was launched in 2009, and is the first production automotive hybrid in the world to use a lithium-ion battery. In mid-2010, production commenced on the Vito E-Cell all-electric van. Mercedes expects 100 vehicles to be produced by the end of 2010 and a further 2,000 by the end of 2011. In 2008, Mercedes-Benz announced that it would have a demonstration fleet of small electric cars in 2 to 3 years. Mercedes-Benz and Smart are preparing for the widespread uptake of electric vehicles in the UK by beginning the installation of recharging points across their dealer networks. So far 20 ElectroBay recharging units, produced in the UK by Brighton-based Electromotive, have been installed at 7 locations as part of a pilot project, and further expansion of the initiative is planned later in 2010. In the United States, Mercedes-Benz was assessed a record $30.66 a million fine for their decision to not meet the federal corporate average fuel economy standard in 2009. Certain Mercedes-Benz cars, including the S550 and all AMG models sold in the United States, also face an additional gas guzzler tax. However, newer AMG models fitted with the M157 engine will not be subject to the gas guzzler tax, due to improved fuel economy, and newer models powered by the M276 and M278 engines will have better fuel economy. In 2008, Mercedes also had the worst CO2 average of all major European manufacturers, ranking 14th out of 14 manufacturers. Mercedes was also the worst manufacturer in 2007 and 2006 in terms of average CO2 levels, with 181 AG and 188 AG of CO2 emitted per km, respectively. Bicycles, Mercedes-Benz Accessories GmbH introduced 3 new bicycles in 2005, and the range has developed to include the patent-pending folding bike in 2007. Other models include the Mercedes-Benz Carbon bike, trekking bike, fitness bike and the Trailblazer bike. Motorsport. The 2 companies which were merged to form the Mercedes-Benz brand in 1926 had both already enjoyed success in the new sport of motor racing throughout their separate histories. A single Benz competed in the world's first motor race, the 1894 Paris-Euro-Rouen, where a per mile Roger finished 14th in 10 hours 1 minute. Throughout its long history, the company has been involved in a range of motorsport activities, including sports car racing and rallying. On several occasions Mercedes-Benz has withdrawn completely from motorsport for a significant period, notably in the late 1930s, and after the 1955 Le Mans disaster, where a Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR rammed another car, took off into the stands, and killed more than 80 spectators. Stirling Moss and co-driver Dennis Jenkinson made history by winning the 1955 Mille road race in Italy during a record-breaking drive with an average speed of almost 98 mph in a Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR. Although there was some activity in the intervening years, it was not until 1987 that Mercedes-Benz returned to frontline competition, returning to Le Mans, Deutsche Tourenwagenmeisterschaft, and Formula One with Sauber. The 1990s saw Mercedes-Benz purchase British engine builder Ilmer, and campaign Indy cars under the USAC kart rules, eventually winning the 1994 Indianapolis 500 and 1994 Kart IndyCar World Series Championship with Al Unser, Jr. at the wheel. The 1990s also saw the return of Mercedes-Benz to GT racing, and the Mercedes-Benz CLK GTR, both of which took the company to new heights by dominating the FIA's GT1 class. Mercedes-Benz is currently active in three forms of motorsport: Formula 3, DTM and Formula 1. Formula 1. Mercedes-Benz took part in the World Championship in 1954 and 1955, but despite being successful with two championship titles for Juan Manuel Fangio, the company left the sport after just 2 seasons. He is considered by many to be the best F1 driver in history. Mercedes-Benz returned as an engine supplier in the 1990s and part-owned Team McLaren for some years, to which it has supplied engines engineered by Ilmer since 1995. This partnership brought success, including Drivers' Championships for Mika Hakkinen in 1998 and 1999, and for Lewis Hamilton in 2008, as well as a Constructors' Championship in 1998. The collaboration with McLaren had been extended into the production of road-going cars such as the Mercedes-Benz SLR McLaren. In 2007, McLaren-Mercedes was fined a record $100 million for stealing confidential Ferrari technical data. In 2009, Ross Brawn's newly conceived Formula One team, Brawn GP, used Mercedes engines to help win the Constructors' Championship, and Jenson Button to become champion in the F1 Drivers' Championship. At the end of the season, Mercedes-Benz sold its 40% stake in McLaren to the McLaren Group and bought 70% of the Brawn GP team jointly with an Abu Dhabi-based investment consortium. Brawn GP was renamed Mercedes GP for the 2010 season and is, from this season on, a works team for Mercedes-Benz. Logo history. Noted employees: Paul Bracca, major designer of automobiles in the 20th century, bar copyright La Barra copyright Mia, car safety pioneer, joined Daimler-Benz in 1937, Wilhelm Maybach, automotive pioneer, first met Gottlieb Daimler in 1865, Ferdinand Porsche, founder of Porsche, joined Mercedes in 1923 and developed the Kimpressor. Bruno Sacco, joined Daimler-Benz as a designer in 1958. Head of design in 1975, retired in 1999, Rudolf Uhlenhorter, joined Daimler-Benz in 1931. His designs included the Silver Arrows, the 300 SL and 300 SLR. Adolf Eichmann, former Nazi criminal. Worked in Argentina's factory after WWII. Rudolf Caracciola, one of the greatest GP drivers in history, drove MB Silver Arrows in competition. Joseph Gans, technical consultant and godfather of the Mercedes-Benz W136, with the revolutionary independent suspension, swing axle layout. Innovations. Numerous technological innovations have been introduced on Mercedes-Benz automobiles throughout the many years of their production, including, the internal combustion-engined automobile was developed independently by Benz and Daimler and Maybach in 1886. Daimler invented the honeycomb radiator of the type still used on all water-cooled vehicles today. Daimler invented the float carburetor, which was used until replaced by fuel injection. The drop chassis, the car originally designated the Mercedes by Daimler, was also the first car with a modern configuration, having the carriage lowered and set between the front and rear wheels, with a front engine and powered rear wheels. All earlier cars were horseless carriages, which had high centers of gravity and various engine drivetrain configurations, the first passenger road car to have brakes on all four wheels. In 1936, the Mercedes-Benz 260d was the first diesel-powered passenger car. Mercedes-Benz were the first to offer direct fuel injection on the Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Gullwing. The safety cage, or safety cell construction with front and rear crumple zones, was first developed by Mercedes-Benz in 1951. This is considered by many as the most important innovation in automobile construction from a safety standpoint. In 1959, Mercedes-Benz patented a device that prevents drive wheels from spinning by intervening at the engine, transmission, or brakes. In 1987, Mercedes-Benz applied its patent by introducing a traction control system that worked under both braking and acceleration. An anti-lock braking system was first offered on the W116 450 SEL 6.9. They became standard on the W126S class starting production in 1979, and first sold in most markets in 1980. Airbags were first introduced in the European market, beginning with model year 1981 S-Class. Mercedes-Benz was the first to introduce pre-tensioners to seat belts on the 1981 S-Class. In the event of a crash, a pre-tensioner will tighten the belt instantaneously, removing any slack in the belt, which prevents the occupant from jerking forward in a crash. In September 2003, Mercedes-Benz introduced the world's first 7-speed automatic transmission called 7G-tronic, electronic stability program, brake assist, and many other types of safety equipment were all developed, tested, and implemented into passenger cars first by Mercedes-Benz. Mercedes-Benz has not made a large fuss about its innovations, and has even licensed them for use by competitors in the name of improving automobile and passenger safety. As a result, crumple zones and anti-lock brakes are now standard on all modern vehicles. The most powerful naturally aspirated 8-cylinder engine in the world is the Mercedes-AMG 6280cc M156 V8 engine at 85 PS per litre. The V8 engine is badged 63 AMG, and replaced the 55 AMG M113 engine in most models. The M156 engine produces up to 391 kW, and although some models using this engine do have this output, specific output varies slightly across other models in the range. The E320CDI, which has a variable geometry turbocharger 3.0-litre V6 common rail diesel engine, set 3 world endurance records. It covered 100,000 miles in a record time, with an average speed of 224.823 km/h. 3 identical cars did the endurance run, and the other 2 cars set world records for time taken to cover 100,000 km and 50,000 miles respectively. After all 3 cars had completed the run, their combined distance was 300,000 miles. Mercedes-Benz pioneered a system called Pre-Safe to detect an imminent crash and prepares the car's safety systems to respond optimally. It also calculates the optimal braking force required to avoid an accident in emergency situations, and makes it immediately available for when the driver depresses the brake pedal. Occupants are also prepared by tightening the seat belt, closing the sunroof and windows, and moving the seats into the optimal position. At 181 horsepower per litre, the M133 engine installed in Mercedes-Benz A45 AMG is the most powerful series production 4-cylinder turbocharged motor and has one of the highest power density for a passenger vehicle. Half a century of vehicle safety innovation helped win Mercedes-Benz the Safety Award at the 2007 What Car? Awards. Robot cars. In the 1980s, Mercedes built the world's first robot car, together with the team of Professor Ernst Dickmanns at Bundeswehr University Munich. Partially encouraged by Dickmanns' success, in 1987 the European Union's Eureka program initiated the Prometheus project on autonomous vehicles, funded to the tune of nearly $800 million. A culmination point was achieved in 1995, when Dickmanns re-engineered autonomous S-Class Mercedes took a long trip from Munich in Bavaria to Copenhagen in Denmark, and back. On highways, the robot achieved speeds exceeding 175 km/h. The car's abilities has heavily influenced robot car research and funding decisions worldwide. Tuners. Several companies have become car tuners of Mercedes-Benz, in order to increase performance and or luxury to a given model. AMG is Mercedes-Benz's in-house performance tuning division, specializing in high-performance versions of most Mercedes-Benz cars. AMG engines are all hand-built, and each completed engine receives a tag with the signature of the engineer who built it. AMG has been wholly owned by Mercedes-Benz since 1999. The 2009 SLS AMG, a revival of the 300 SL Gullwing, is the first car to be entirely developed by AMG. There are numerous independent tuners including Brabus, Carlson, Kleemann and Renntech. Sponsorships. In football, Mercedes-Benz sponsors Germany national football team. Mercedes-Benz sponsors Bundesliga club VfB Stuttgart and provides the naming rights for their stadium, the Mercedes-Benz Arena. The company also holds the naming rights to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, Louisiana. See also: Bertha Benz, Emil Jelinek, Mercedes-Benz AMG, references. External links: Official Mercedes-Benz website, Mercedes-Benz at DMOZ.